Something like 70% of US citizens have done no estate planning whatsoever. So what happens if you pass away without an estate plan? Today, I'm joined by the hugely experienced estate planning attorney, Deidre Von Rock of Von Rock Law in San Francisco, who's going to explain what the law decides for you and why that might not be what you'd want. So Deidre, if somebody dies without a will or a trust, what happens to their stuff?
Well, everyone's favorite answer from a lawyer is it depends. It depends what the probate code is in your state. Were you married? Do you have children? How did you hold title to your assets? Essentially, what happens is nothing that you planned, right? So some of your assets may end up going to spouses or children, but maybe not. So it really depends is the answer, unfortunately.
Yeah, and who decides who gets what? We have a client attorney that we work with who's famous for saying that if you've got a set of dishes, you've got an estate. And if you don't make an estate plan, a judge is going to decide who gets those dishes. Who is it? Is it the family, the judge, or the government?
It's not the family. So it tends to be based upon the probate code. So probate really has to do with the disposition of assets after someone is gone. Every state has its own probate code, and that will say where your assets go. And the judge in the Superior Court, the probate department, will be in charge of adhering to the law and distributing it in that way.
Okay, and of course, dying without passing, without having made in a plan, this can cause problems between family members, can't it?
Phenomenal. So much strife. Because a lot of things that were not intended is what is going to happen if you're distributing strictly to the probate code. If, for example, you had told a sibling who may be one of your children who is a teacher and who really could use more funds, that they're going to get the bulk of your estate. And then maybe you have another child who is a tech pro and doesn't need any money at all. And he's like, fine, fine, fine. But if you didn't make that plan, they're getting everything equally. And there's a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of heartbreak. People tend to equate estate planning and asset transition with love. And in the spate of grief, when all this is happening and it is not the way that it was intended, it can harm family dynamics forever.
Yes, I've heard having a well put together estate plan as being a final gift to your family. Because it avoids all that potential. I think we've all heard the stories from family and friends when something similar happens, and so it can be avoided. So, Deidre, thanks for the insight on what can happen when you don't have an estate plan in place. To make sure your wishes are followed and your loved ones are protected, you can speak to Deidre and her team at Von Rock Law. Contact details for the firm are in the description below this video. Deidre, thanks once again, and we'll see you in the next video.